Welcome friends. In this video, I am going to tell about you how to create a table using SQL statement by help of the Python. In my previous videos, I already discussed about how Python will be help you to connect the database, that is a MySQL database, and how to install MySQL database with connecting by the your MySQL SQL server, and otherwise you have to connect with the Jam server. Then I am creating the database, how to connect your database, and in this video I am going to generally tell about you how to create a table. Okay, very important point, because table is generally that contains the lots of records. Okay, and it is the collection of rows and columns, and it contains the records, and each records generally extracted by a single key value. Okay, so how to create a table in SQL statement. Okay, so first of all the SQL statements in this particular video I will explain you through Python script. So first of all, how you can write the Python code. So in previous videos I already go through the Python. Let's say create DB, okay, and connect MySQL connect, very important. Okay, import MySQL connector, then connect host, username, password, and there is the database name. So first of all, when you are connecting to the sorry connecting to the um, that MySQL server, at that time there is no requirement of the database. Okay, after creating the database, then you can connect to this particular database by help of the username and password and with host, because these four parameters are very important while you connecting to the MySQL server. So let's start how to create a table in this by help of the Python script. Okay, I already one tested using customers table. So in this video, I already tested one particular customer table. I am creating another table that says student table, yeah, employee table, any particular table. And after that, you can also use, okay, you can use to that table for the making the relation or storing the data inside the particular table. So in this particular way, so here I am writing just first 1 to 3 to 10. This is the common each and every Python MySQL. You have to first connect your database. Okay, making the connection successful, then connect with the database. After database successful, it will print the statement. When statement is already printed, okay. If not the statement is not connection successful, it creates an error. Then you have to create the cursor object. Okay, there's a my cursor, and that is a mydb.cursor. With the function will be return the cursor object, and that cursor object having the function execute, and that execute function contain SQL statement where you have to write the SQL code. So here I am also giving you all the SQL queries of so tables. Okay, my cursor.execute. So here mydb.cursor is the mydb is the connection object to the database, and that particular database generally contain our specific function cursor, and that cursor brings the SQL statements to executions of that particular database. So here, how could you run this particular statement and what will be the output in this Python script? So here I am generally showing you that what are the number of tables exist inside the database. So let's see what are the tables inside the database. That is a LingarajTechhub underscore Python. See, okay, so there is an error, no module found. Just a minute, I will go through that. Right click, run code. Okay, fine. So here, customer, there is a one single table is created. Now I am created another table. Okay, I am created another table with any either employee, either buyer. Okay, any table. I am if you have a, if your mind coming out any name to creating the particular table, you can create it. But before that, you have to go. You have to see this particular way. Print. Okay. Now I will here explain you about the dates. Okay. So here see there is a customer table. I already in previous this particular table is created in this particular database, and in this table there is a four columns are there. First is the ID, second is the name, third is the is called address, fourth is the phone number. So here I am created customer table, create table name, ID, int, not null, auto increment, primary key. Then there is a name marker, address. In this similar way, I can create another table. That name of the table is called a student table, and inside the student table, you have to create, that is, I am create four columns you have to give it. There is a four column, that is a one primary key, that is called a roll number. Then next comes out as a first is the roll number. Okay, next it is the coming out as a name. Okay, student role, name, address, and class. Okay, or which class their particular students study. Okay, so first of all the role name, then after that you have to define here. Okay, complete the table, then you have to write here role, that is the role, then come out the name, then you have to give in age also, student age, and your address. Okay, this is the student table. Which table? Student table. And inside the student table, you have to create how to create the student table. You have to write the script. So create table student and bracket inside role int not null auto increment primary key. What is the meaning of this statement? Role is the name of the column, int the data which are going to assign this particular role, that's an integer type, that's a numerical type. Not null means this particular column, net dot column did not having, if this particular column does not contain any value, then that particular column is called a null. Okay, so you can't assign the null, means you cannot ignore this column, because it's an important column, because it helps you to identify specific record from this particular table. So you can't ignore this table. Okay, so first of all, int not null means you have to not ignoring this particular column, you have to assign some value inside it, that's why it is given as a not null. Then auto increment, then primary key. What is the meaning of auto increment? It increases the one by one value, means if the initial value is the one, then the next record when it is going to be inserted, let's say 2, when after the second record inserted, then third record is going to be inserted, let's say 3, when fourth record is going to be inserted, let's say 4, then 5, and so on. In this way, this particular record inserted in this table. Then you have to assign the name, that's a name. Okay, name worker 255, you have to assign, then address age. Okay, this is a number or int you have to assign, but you have to take in as a worker 255, then it comes out at address, that is also worker 255. Okay, you have to give in the comma after the end, the declaration of the specific column, and the type at the end of the column you have to not add the comma, and then close this bracket. So it's completed. Now I copy it, this statement, and take it to the my VS Code. Okay, so here I have to already write one particular example here. Okay, that is I remove these comments. Okay, I remove these comments and added below. Okay, complete. Then now I am right paste. Okay, but here is below the line I have taken as one line, multiple lines, it's a giving you error, so you have to make it as a single line. See, everything is okay, but there is a one error coming out. Bus. Fine. Yes, it's a completed. If there is any error, it's a define you. There is a issue for creating the table. Okay, creating the table. Okay, and if there is no issue, table created successfully. Okay, this message is going to be printed. So create table, table name, that's a student, role int, not null, auto increment primary key, name bharkar, age bharkar, address bharkar. Okay, everything will be bharkar, means everything taken as a characters or strings. Okay, so now I am running this code. All the it is giving you error where at the syntax, primary key, name bharkar, age bharkar, address bharkar. Here it is the error. Okay, no issue. I am generally it's changes it. Okay, I changes it. What is the issues coming out? I change it. Okay, fine. Create table student role int not null auto increment primary key. So here the maximum size I am giving. You have to assign the 100. First of all, 100. Okay, 100. First of all, you have to assign. Then you have to run it another time. Now everything is okay. If there is another time error, check it. Then another time you have to check. Okay, it's create error. So MySQL, you have an error in SQL Center. Check in the manual correspond to MariaDB versions. Yes, there is a MariaDB versions. So okay, to use near primary key name. Okay, write syntax of primary KEY. Okay, everything is okay. Primary. Okay, everything is okay. Okay, fine. I will convert it into a lowercase because there is a not case sensitive, but you have to write in a small case. That's a very suitable for you for the SQL statements. Okay, okay, fine. If you have naming of the columns are small, that's okay. If you are not giving, that's no issue. Okay, run it. Is another time saying showing you error. Okay, so let's see. If you have an error in SQL Center, check the manual, the corresponding MariaDB versions. Yes. So this is very nowadays it is the MariaDB versions of MySQL because MySQL this is the MariaDB is the another version of MySQL. This is called a child for the MySQL database. All the primary databases, master databases, this is the MySQL. MariaDB is the child database of the MySQL version. The server version for the right syntax to use near primary key. Okay, so here it is going to be any problem. Okay, fine. So let's see to increment primary key. Okay, when it is going to be execute, it will returns you error. Just a minute. Just a minute. Create table name student, role, int, not null, auto, there is a increment. Here is the problem. Increment, increment, increment. I spelled wrongly. That's why it's showing me error. Okay, now it's good. You have to write here whatever the present before. Okay, and it should return you as a success message. When errors coming out, calm, please calm. Okay, because most of the students what they are doing, if the errors is coming out, they are very serious. Okay, no, because errors is that's a normal case. Okay, if error is out, this is good for you. You have to evaluate where it is going to go. It's a spelling mistake, so this is a silly mistake. That's why there is a long form of errors is coming out. So I cleared that error and the table created successfully. I spelled the table is wrong. Okay, so I first of all I write it. Okay, fine. It's a table created successfully. So how could you check the table is created or not? Go to the browser, type your localhost, and here the dashboard. Go to the PHP admin, and it will be redirected to you as a to all your databases. So here my all databases. LingarajTechhub is my group, and here LingarajTechhub is my Python. That's a database. I connect to this database and insert created all the tables inside this. See, here is the customer table and here is the student table. Okay, both tables has no values. Okay, in future I am insert the records inside this particular tables. Fine, understood how to create a table, very important. And now if you want to execute this particular query, show tables, it will show you customer and student table both. Okay, so you have to check that. I will assign the task to you. You have to check that. So very easy. Okay. So first of all, what you have to do? First of all, you have to create a connector. Next, you are making the connection to the LingarajTechhub underscore Python. It's a final database. You have to connect. Then you have to making the connection successful. You have to check. Then create the cursor object. Okay. Because cursor is the function which has generally execute function, and that execute function having SQL statements we have to retain inside that particular execute function. Then your code is going to be run. Otherwise, your SQL statements are not going to fire through Python. So Python not directly help you to firing the SQL statements. The execute function will helps you to firing the SQL statements. Okay, understood how it is going to be work? So let's do it in yourself. And if you have any issue, go to the comment box and type it. And if the video is helpful for you, please share with your friends. And please subscribe my channel. Click, and if you like the video, please click on the like button. Thank you.